Hello everybody, today I want to make a video about why I will never sell this particular lens, and that is the, it's not focusing, that is the 18-105 f4 G series lens. Welcome back to my channel, or I should say welcome to my channel. If you're new to the channel, that's okay, because so am I. This is my first video ever, and I want to make this to basically tell you guys why I freaking love this lens. It's got a special place in my heart, and I don't think I'm gonna be selling it anytime soon. Even after getting a full frame camera, yes, this is a crop lens, but I still use it a lot, and there's just way too many uses I have for it. So despite having like I said, a full frame camera, and what I'm shooting on right now is a full frame 24-70 Sigma f2.8 beast of a lens. So even though I have that as well, still keeping this around, and I'll tell you why. So a bit of backstory first about how I got the lens. Back in 2017, this is when I kind of first started shooting seriously. I was a student in my final year of university, and my friend was organizing an event, so he wanted me to be the photographer for it. I said, okay, great. But all I had was this small a6300 and this manual focus Nikon prime lens that was adapted to my Sony body. So if I'm gonna be shooting an event, there's no way I'm gonna be shooting manual focus. I would miss every shot. So I said, okay, what do I need? I need a lens with a lot of focal length, something, a zoom lens, and this came up. So, it was, I think, $800 new at the time, something like that. I went out and bought this literally the day before, and I did the event. It was great. I got some great shots with it. And this became pretty much my only lens for a while. I shot a lot more events, even though I got more prime lenses later on. This stayed on my camera body a lot of the time because it was just so versatile. Fast forward to today, January 2020, I got the A7 III, and I had no full frame lenses at the time. So I think up until just this summer, I was still shooting on this little crop lens here. That is not to say though that some of the images that I have taken with this are bad. I've sold images with this lens. It's not saying that you can't use a crop lens on a full frame body. Believe me, you can. And there's reasons why sometimes I actually preferred using my 18-105 on my full frame than this heavy ass 24-70 lens. So other than having a special place in my heart, I'm gonna get into a couple reasons as to why I still really won't part with this lens anytime soon. First reason is this little thing here, this zoom rocker. The zoom rocker thing goes by many names. Power zoom, servo zoom, what does that say? Power zoom, okay? This thing right here is so handy, okay? Not only can you get like smooth camcorder zooms, okay? But if you ever so slightly just pull that zoom rocker back a bit, a teeny bit, you can get the camera to zoom out super slow. I've used it in so many of my videos. I've shot a couple music videos where I've used it as well. And where I really got the idea for it was I was really inspired by some music videos that I had watched, and like that was sort of one of the cinematic techniques that they used. So when I discovered that I could use it with this lens, I could achieve the same thing. With one lens, I didn't need a dolly, I didn't need like a gimbal or anything, just me by myself, either handheld or on a tripod. When I discovered that I could make those kind of shots with just this lens and this little power zoom, I was blown away by how good some of my shots looked. Not to brag or anything, that was my style, that was what I was into. I thought it looked really good, okay? Don't judge me. So even though I have a 24-70 now, a full frame f2.8 lens, I still use this for video, I still use it for photo as well. And when you go into video mode on these A7 III cameras, a lot of them go into Super 35 mode, so they kind of only use less of the sensor anyway. So you can still get a lot of good video quality with a crop lens if you're using it on a full frame body, if it's for video. And just saying, this lens, this exact lens, the 18-105, sometimes it's actually included in rental packages for those big Sony cameras like the FX9 or the FS7, like those dedicated video cameras. So if I ever, need to rent something like that because let's say my A7 III is not capable of what we need for a project, I won't have to rent the lens also because guess what? I already have one in my bag. This is also a lot easier to balance on a gimbal than a full frame lens because the full frame lens is so much heavier and it weighs down the center of gravity. Not only that, but when you're on a gimbal and the camera is already balanced, if I zoom in with this lens, the zoom is internal. It's not like regular lenses where you zoom in and the barrel of the lens comes out. Because if the the barrel of the lens comes out, then you're throwing off the entire center of the gravity off of your gimbal, and you got to rebalance the whole thing again. So it's great if I'm using a gimbal and I want to have a zoom lens and I don't want to keep changing lenses all the time, because every time I change a lens, that means I'm gonna have to rebalance the gimbal. I can just use this one lens and get all of these focal lengths, zoom in and out, and I don't have to rebalance the gimbal at all. It's great. It's honestly saved me so much time and convenient, and I don't have to worry about that. So yeah, that pretty much kind of wraps up. Those are the main reasons why I won't sell the lens. It still has a lot of use for me, and you know, even if I was to sell it, I might be able to get like, I don't know, 400 to 600 bucks for it, even though it is used. I don't know if you can see, but like there's a giant scratch like right above the numbers sign. If you want to pick one of these up for yourself, you can probably get them used for like at least half price on the used market. I've seen them go as low as that, but you gotta look. If you like this video, please give it a like and comment below if you are using this lens, or if you don't have it, what your thoughts are. If you use this lens for video, put your Vimeo link down below, YouTube link, whatever. Show me, I want to see what you've shot with this. I'm really curious to know if anyone else does the slow zoom thing like I do. That's like one of my favorite techniques ever. So let me know down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Like I said, this is my first video ever. I'm just starting this channel, so anything helps me out. I would love, 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 love if you could support the channel. Like it. That's all I'm asking for. It's free. Takes 2 seconds. It's just, it really, you know, it helps get the ball rolling. You know, someday I'm gonna reach a point where I don't have to ask for likes anymore, because you guys just know. You're like, oh, this is the guy. We come here, you know, we get the video, and then we do the likey thing, and then you press like because I like that, okay? Anyway, I'll see you guys later.